Hi everybody, I hope you are doing okay and have had a good week. Welcome back to Shell Star Stitches. I am Michelle. I am Shell Star Stitches. It's hard to say sometimes, Shell Star Stitches. Right, so I've had a couple of deliveries, a work in progress to show you. So relatively short video today, but something to keep the yarny goodness coming. I am wearing my Back to the Future t-shirt that I got, here we are, from the musical that I went to for my birthday. Just say it on the back somewhere, Back to the Future musical. So yeah, this was the t-shirt that I picked. And I'm wearing my crazy Lucy and Yak joggers that hubby looked at when we went out for a walk, and he was like, really? Let's see if I can show you them. These are, see, crazy jogging bottoms. But it's been raining and sunny here on and off all day and windy. So I put them on. I'm not actually that cold, so I'm probably a bit too warm in them, but never mind. Anyway, enough about my outfit. Here we go. Deliveries. So I've had my Toft order that I placed as part of their sale free shipping weekend order. I've had my second instalment of my new Centraliser collection arrive. I've had Imaginist colourway now come, the new one. And then I had a very lovely birthday gift. I'm going to start actually with, yeah, we'll do them in that order, why not? And then I'll show you my work in progress at the end. So Toft did a sale weekend. They had some money off some certain items, and it was a free shipping weekend for UK, and I think £5 off for international shipping. So I did make a purchase because I had been going through where I'd finished vacuum sealing my yarn to realise that I had an uneven number of raspberry ripple yarn versus strawberry sundae, and the OCD in me didn't like that. I wanted the same number of both. So I was one down on a strawberry sundae, so I did purchase myself one of those, which I'm glad I did because they are now sold out and gone. Because Toft said they weren't going to die anymore, so I've got that one. So I now have 4 of each. I actually want a cowl out of one of them, but it's a knitted cowl, so I'm going to shout out my mum and see if she's able to read the Toft pattern, and if she is and she can manage it okay, I want her to make me a cowl out of one of these, because I really, every time that leaflet comes through from Toft, I love it, but it's not crochet. So it's no good to me. I can't even attempt it. And no, I've tried to learn knitting, people, and I just got to admit defeat. One thing I can't do, my nemesis, knitting. So yeah, got one of those before they've all sold out, so pleased with that. And then I ordered myself a big Toft button. I'm sure I do have one of these. I can't quite locate it, but I noticed they were back on the site again, and I want to use it as a coaster in my, well, I say my office, it's my craft room that is now my working from home office, but I want to use that as a coaster. I'm not sure if this is going to cope with getting wet, if like I spill a drink or condensation. I might need to look into maybe varnishing, not sure. So yeah, that's all I purchased in the free weekend offer, free shipping, because I didn't need a lot and I didn't need to therefore pay shipping anyway. Centraliser came, so it's already gone on my Centraliser keeper. So if I hide that one for the moment. So the first one we got was Alice the Zebra. So that was the very first one of the new instalment of the Centraliser collection. So if you haven't received yours, spoiler warning, I'm about to show you. Here is our Centraliser. Try and get the angle right on that. Our Centraliser for this time round. So it's Bridget the Elephant. So yeah, these look to be sort of the early makes of Toft that came earliest, because it's celebrating 10 years of Edward's Menagerie, which makes sense. But yeah, so we now have both of those. You can see they're hanging on my Centraliser keeper keyring, because I had to get one to match in the colour, obviously, because you can't have gold on silver and silver on gold. If you know me now, you know what I'm like. So that arrived. I'm going to have a sip of my drink. I've been very bad at drinking enough over the last couple of days, so this is not going to help really. I don't normally do fizzy, but it was what was available in the fridge without me making something up. I'm not a fizzy girl. I tend to drink squash. Right, anyway, we digress. So, Centraliser done. Imaginists. So, Imaginists was judged. So, it closed last Sunday. And it was judged, well, that all the posts went up Monday and the winners got notified Tuesday. But they wait until everyone's seen their messages. Sadly, I did not get a message this time around. So I did not place gold or silver. But there are some lovely designs, so go and have a look at who did. So gold was a caveman style design. Silver, I know there was the woodlouse one. There was also one that had a lot of loop stitching. Yeah, go and have a look to see the winners. So yes, they were all picked this week. And then therefore we got the box of new colours, which we've all been waiting for because we want to know what we're going to make. So I will show you the Imaginist Box 19 colours. So you always get your little card here, and it tells you on the back when to submit by, so box 19 by the 30th of September. I did see this as one question on one of the pages on the Toft Alex page, I believe I'm on. You don't have to be a subscriber to this box to be able to enter. So if you happen to have matching stash to match the colourways, you can do that. You've just got to make sure you do not go over the yarn quantities that Toft have said for box 19, or whichever box you're making. So you cannot exceed whatever quantity is in the box. But if you've got this in your stash rather than buying it, then you absolutely can do that. So yes, this has got 100 grams of silver in this box. Then we have charcoal, 25 grams of charcoal. And then we have 25 grams of peony this time. So that is our one contrast colour. So it's 150 grams altogether of yarn. And that is what colour wise we have: silver, charcoal and peony. So that's this time around. So I'm glad to have some colour because I really struggle with the neutrals, but sadly we have got quite a bit of neutral. I say that sadly because I struggle with neutral colours. We had, when I first rejoined, obviously we had the blues, which was the relaunch of Ed's Imaginists. Then we had the yellows with the cream and the charcoal. And then we've moved into a very neutral palette. So we have the charcoal, the grey, etc. and the silvers. Then we had the ones we just had. So I can't remember what colour it was oatmeal and, no, it wasn't oatmeal. Fudge, I can't remember. Camel, I think it was camel. Anyway, so I've had a couple of boxes of neutral, so this will be the third box with predominantly neutral, which is where I struggle, I think. Because I think there are some people, like obviously like Holly and various other people as well, like Sandy did the caveman, I think it was Yarn Moon did the woodlouse, are very good at attuning those to real life items, if that makes sense. So seeing a colour palette and going, oh, I can make that, or something that equates to that sort of creature. I'm not very good with that. Yeah, so I don't know. So this might require some thought, but we have until the end of September, so we will need to have a think about that, because we are obviously, we've got the peony, but obviously limited to only 25 grams of it, so it's more likely to be an accent type colour. So yeah, so that is Imaginist. It's not me like poo-pooing or dissing the box, it's just I struggle. I really struggle with neutrals, because you all know when you see my yarns that I buy, I never buy neutral colours, ever. And I came into Toft really just as they were launching all of their colours, so their greens for the Flower Monsters. So I very much came in when they started to do colour. So I've never really done a lot of Toft items in neutral colours. So yeah, that's probably why. We're all different, aren't we? Different strokes for different folks. Right. My last delivery was, I knew it was coming because I was asked for my address. So I had a lovely delivery from Emily from Memily Makes. So it was my 40th last week. and we've obviously got to know each other through YouTube, and we've done a live together. We are planning some more bits in the works, FYI, but we had a good catch up today, funnily enough. Nearly 3 hours on WhatsApp, on video. But she very kindly sent me a present in the post, so that's why she asked for my address. She was only something small. I told her off for being so naughty. It's not something small. So I'm going to try and do this off camera first, so I can show you what I received from Emily at Memily Makes. I will tag her YouTube, so go and watch her YouTube videos. Emily does. She's a knitter and crocheter, so if you need a knitting fix, get over to Emily, because unfortunately I can't give you that here. And Emily is the opposite to me in that she has a lot of whips. We were talking about this today. Whereas I'm a one project kind of gal. I tend to finish and then move on to the next. So you will see lots of different things coming from Emily in quite quick succession. I'm hoping I'm going to start to rub off though on influence her and try and finish things. We'll see. I've been badgering her about finishing her frizzled chicken. So from Emily I got, and Emily does her own yarn dyeing. It's called Apex Yarn, and I believe it's on Etsy. You run it, Emily, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you have it on Etsy. So she has sent me 2 skeins of yarn. So the first one is called Who Needs Wings? So that is a really lovely grey with greens. I think these are all based on Formula 1, am I right, Emily? Again, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's all sort of Formula 1 based, because Emily loves all the car racing. So yeah, that is the first one. And it's got some blacks in there as well, and some sort of little tweaks of all sorts. Yeah, really lovely. Love that one. And Emily said to me, I didn't know what to pick for you. I said, it's nice though, because I always go for the yarns I go for, if that makes sense. So if I get like a surprise yarn or somebody picks for me, I end up with a very different colour to what I'd have chosen. So it's really nice to get something different that I possibly wouldn't have picked out myself. And then this one is called, so it's from the collection Classic F1, and the colourway is 1995 Simtech S951. That's probably going to make sense to my friends Claire and Emily from down here, my other friend Emily, who also like Formula 1. That makes no sense to me. I don't do Formula 1, but that will make sense to the girls probably. There we go. Anyway, lovely colourway there. So sort of some, it's in between a purpley and a blue. Sort of like a lavender haze and some turquoise, and then some pinks, reddy speckles. Is this the colour of a car maybe? Yeah, so I got those 2 from Emily for my birthday, which she has hand dyed herself, so I will look forward to using those. And then, handmade by herself, was this lovely project bag for me. So she knows I love Harry Potter, and she picked the material especially. So we've got all of the houses. We've got the house crest here, and it is a drawstring at the top, but it also has like a carry handle. And then all completely, take the card out, all completely fully lined and with pockets. It's got all little different pockets in there. And this is like, it's not Lego, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Lego-y. But literally all handmade by Emily. I love it. It's fantastic. Yeah, so I have how many pockets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pockets in there. And then we just drawstring it up. And then we have our little carry handle. So I had put my yarn in there from Emily. So yeah, really, I was very, very touched, and she's very naughty because it's not something small. It was actually, to me, I'm very well received, because I know how much handmade items, effort and things put into them, and hand-dyed skeins, and just, yeah, lovely, lovely. Thank you very much, Emily. So that was my other delivery that I knew was coming, but I didn't know what it was, which is lovely. And we like to, Emily was like, sorry it's late. I'm like, I love getting presents after my birthday that are late. Why not? You know, drag it out as long as possible. Right, Toft are running Graeme the Octopus crochet along. It started on Monday. There is still time for you to join, don't worry. It is done over 12, I want to say 12 days till the 12th of July. Apologies, I have to keep screwing up. Like the sun's in my eye and I've got a bit of a headache. So 12th of July, and I've never made Graeme the Octopus before. So I decided to join in because I found those those two skeins, if you watched my video last week, that I picked, and hubby picked one of them. So I've gone ahead in the sense that, so the process was to do the head and body, then you do a tentacle at a time, top and bottom, so the tentacles in two parts. I have gone ahead and done all of the tops of the tentacles, all 8, and now I'm doing the bottoms, so that's why I'm ahead, because now the next however many days is doing a whole tentacle. Purely did it because I could keep doing the same tentacle pattern on repeat without having to look at the pattern, but also my friend Claire made one a long while ago, her very first one, who only ended up with 7 tentacles, she always tells me. So I wanted to make sure that I got all 8 tentacles in first, because I didn't want to get to having done most of them and then realise I've not got space for the last one. So I thought I'll go around and do all the tops, and then I know I've spaced it all correctly and everything's right and it all fits. Here it is. So I have done, so these are all the tops of the tentacles. So you do them, if I untwist, they're just like a long rectangle that you then, sorry, it's pinged out of the way, that you then sort of slip stitch together at the end, and it sort of twists. So all of the tentacles on the top have been done, and then I have done 2 of the bottoms. So here we go. So for my contrast colour, I didn't pick plain, I picked another hand dye. I'm trying to get that out of the way of the sun that's coming around now. This is not helping, is it? There we go. So this is Rainbow Fish by Siobhan's Craft. And then the top one is March Mystery Yarn by Miss Bees, before she finished her, she's stopped hand dyeing now. So yeah, I have done the underneath of 2 of them. We are stuffing these apparently, these tentacles, because we've still got a hole here. But what you do is you do this, you do the other side, and then you've got like a chain here, and you turn it all inside out. I did have a bit of trouble with the first one. It took me like 10 minutes because the top got a bit bunched up and stuck, but I'm out. The second one was very quick. So I need to carry on round, and then we've just got to do a base to fill in the gap. Obviously once we then stuff it, and we then need a base to hold in the stuffing. And then eyes. I do have some dark side eyes somewhere, I think downstairs in the drawer, which I've never used, so I am tempted to see if I've got some sort of suitable dark side eye for the octopus. I don't know what sizes and what they look like, so I might have a look. But yeah, so that is, he looks a bit dead at the moment. Well, not while I hold him like that, but when I flatten him out, he looks like he's been steamrolled. But that is my Graeme progress. Yeah, look, flat as a pancake. Flat pancake octopus. So yeah, I do like how this yarn has worked up. The other one I had was blue and yellow, wasn't it? And I think Graeme was done as that in the original hand dye, so actually this is quite different. So, and it's worked up very nicely. Very aquatic-y themed colours, I think. So good choice, hubby. Good choice. Yeah, so we're either going to carry on with that, well we are, but also I might fit in some Darwin in between, and see how we get on. And I'll show you progress when we get on progress with the rest of Graeme. Dolls Club has been charged, I believe, today. Hubby pays for that for me for birthdays / Christmas / everything else that comes throughout the year, anniversaries. So that I assume might ship this week. So obviously we've got the next Dolls Club instalment, we don't know who it is. We've got 19th of July, which is not this week, is it? It's next week. Summer competition, I think, will be launched. So we'll find out what that's going to be. And that runs for the entirety of the summer. And then we're just waiting on Advent news. Which hopefully the news might come soon. And then we'll be able to go from there. I think Kerry tends to let us know a little bit before what sort of thing is coming. I think that's it from me. I said this was going to be a short video, and we're 20 minutes in, and the sun is now coming round. It's going to blind me in a minute anyway. So yeah, there will be, yeah, Emily and I were talking, there will be something coming, so we'll talk to you about that once we finalise what we're doing. But otherwise I'm just carrying on as normal. Yeah, Hide and Hammer bag that I pre-ordered, that's only been 1 week since I pre-ordered it, so it's going to be end of July for that one. And I think, well, we should be getting a Curate crochet box soon. Another one of those coming out at some point. I need to check into that. Oh no, I think I skipped this one. I've got a funny feeling I skipped the July one. I'll have to check that. Because you have to do it quite early in advance, so I think I probably did skip that one. Anyway, right. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy. Hopefully the weather is nice where you are. I mean, I look nice and sunny here, but there's big black clouds over that way. And I think the rain's coming, which is good for my veggie plants. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you as always for watching. I'll pop links and things in the comments below. And yeah, don't forget, if there's anything you want to see, please comment and let me know. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.